If you work with clients and you're struggling to scale, you might be thinking about creating an online course. In this video, I want to share 4 benefits that will come from simply just charging more and raising your prices that you should do before creating an online course. Ready? Let's dive in. What's up, team? Greg Hickman here. Welcome to the show where we share the latest strategies, tips, and tools to systematize your business so that you can create more purpose, profit, and predictability. Now, in this video, I want to break down the 4 benefits of simply just raising your prices and charging more for your services. Now, I need to caveat all of this with the fact that if you're not good at what you do and you have no experience,
I have no idea what I'm doing.
This does not really apply to you, right? If you've been in the business for a while and you've been able to get your clients results, you're good at what you do, you're an expert.
I know Kung Fu.
But you probably haven't been charging enough or what you're worth, then you need to pay attention. Because we've been behind the scenes for the last few years helping businesses systematize both their acquisition and their fulfillment. And I can tell you that a lot of service providers right now struggle with scalability because they can only work with a handful of clients at a time. Does that sound like you? If so, you might have been considering creating an online course or some sort of online training program because the notion of passive income is really appealing to you. So you think that selling a course for $9.97 or $4.97, something with a 7 in it, is going to allow you to sell while you sleep, and that's going to solve all your problems. Well, the real truth of the matter is that that's likely not the case. And really, what we found to be true, especially in our own business and our clients' businesses, is that it's just as hard to sell a $1,000 course to thousands of people as it is to sell a $10,000 productized service to a handful of people. And it's a lot easier to serve a few clients at a much higher price point than it is to serve thousands of clients at a lower price point, despite what you may think. And I'm telling you from experience, this is exactly what has happened to our business. So, with that being said, I want to share 4 reasons and benefits to actually just raising your prices that will help you scale your business and get out of that struggle or neutral zone that you might be in right now. Benefit number 1, you can't grow if you're doing all of the work. So you need cash flow. If you're only charging $97 or $1,000 and it costs you half of that to acquire a customer and it costs you to fulfill and deliver those results, you're not left with a lot of money to reinvest in your team. So by raising your prices, you're gonna have extra cash flow to pay yourself what you should be paid so that you can pay your own bills, but also so that you can start to hire help, so that you can have help doing the work, all right? If you're only profiting $10, $20, even $100 per sale, growing your team and getting out of the I'm wearing all of the hats in the business role is going to be really difficult. So by raising your rates, you're gonna increase cash flow so that you can reinvest in help. Benefit number 2, when you increase cash flow and you've been able to reinvest in help, you're more likely to be able to remove yourself from key fulfillment activities, like doing the work. So if you build funnels or you do Facebook ads for people, once you hire help to start doing the work and managing the clients, you can actually focus your bandwidth, your time, and your genius on growing your business so that you're spending more time working on your business instead of in your business. Benefit number 3 is around paid traffic acquisition. So right now in your business, you probably rely on a lot of word of mouth and referrals in order for your business to generate revenue. Now, that's probably not that predictable and or consistent, and thus you've been in some sort of like feast or famine mode, which is really not sustainable and probably has you going home each and every day a little bit uncomfortable and probably having a little bit difficult time sleeping. Am I right? So what we want to do is be able to have a paid traffic strategy that allows us to bring leads to us that are interested in our services and our products. The problem is if you don't charge enough for your services, you don't have a lot of money to reinvest in ads. And what we found to be true is the lower your service price or the lower you charge for your product, the more difficult it is for ads, especially if you don't have a lot of experience and especially if you can't afford the really expensive Facebook ads agencies. So what do? If you raise your prices on your services, you're gonna have a little bit more room for forgiveness with your paid traffic strategy for how much you can actually spend to acquire a lead, to spend to get someone on the phone, and really the cost to acquire a customer. If you charge 10 grand and your paid traffic strategy, even if you're not that good, is costing you $2,000 to get a customer, you still have $8,000 left over to fulfill and deliver the results and pay yourself and some team. So there's a little bit more room for forgiveness when you are able to charge more, because you'll be able to acquire leads at a higher cost while you figure out how to optimize that system in your business. Now, number 4 isn't really a benefit to charging more, but really just the reality. Jason Hornung, who runs a top Facebook ads agency, recently shared a post on his Facebook page basically breaking down the current state of affairs with Facebook ads. Now, the reality is that big brands and businesses are now starting to come in and spend more money, and over the next few months, there's gonna be more competition. So if your whole business is based on charging $1,000 and more people come in, your cost to acquire leads and customers is going to rise naturally. So if you only charge $1,000 and your cost goes up to acquire a client, say to $1,000, you're breaking even. Therefore, you need something on the back end of your business in order to become profitable. So long story short, if you're in business and you've been relying on these low-level services, you're gonna have to get good at selling something downstream and more on the back end of your funnel anyway. So that means you're gonna have to be able to learn how to sell premium services, things that are over $2,500, $5K, $10K and up, right? So if you're gonna have to get good at that anyway in order to be profitable, why not just start there? So most service providers, you probably have already been commanding in the mid to high thousands when it comes to your products and services. So instead of going all the way downstream and trying to scale through low ticket products and courses that are super hands off, get really good at charging and selling your high ticket services, and you're going to have cash flow to reinvest in your team so that you can remove yourself from your business and you can have more freedom to work on your business instead of in it, and you're going to be able to make the transition into competing with some of these big boys as they start spending on ads too. So there's 4 benefits, reasons, tips, things that you need to consider in your service business, your agency, in order to scale faster that might be counterintuitive to what you've been thinking, like going down the path of creating an online course. So if you found this video helpful, I'd love for you to comment below on your thoughts around charging more. What are you gonna do next in order to charge more for your services? And click on the notification bell so you can learn about the next video that we launch. And also make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be sharing more strategies, tips, and tools for you to systematize and scale your business. Until then, take care and have a good one.